There's a few things that I think everyone should keep in their vehicle at all times in case of an emergency. And in the past, one of those things I would have said, and probably the main thing I would have recommended, was a set of jumper cables in case your battery dies. Here's some jumper cables that I have that I've used in the past. They're 4-gauge, 20-foot long cables. But I've come to realize 3 shortcomings in using jumper cables. Number 1. Depending on how your vehicle is situated in relation to the other vehicle involved in the jump start, your cables may not be long enough to reach from your battery to theirs, so they're useless in that situation. Number 2, your battery might die and you have cables, but there's no other vehicles around or no one willing or able to help you. So again, the cables are useless. And number 3, there is a danger of harming electronic systems from power surges when jump starting a car, especially when it's a newer car jumping an older car. In that case, using the jumper cables can cost you a lot of money in repairs. So because of those reasons, I don't use jumper cables anymore. Instead, I recommend getting a portable jump starter. They solve all the problems that jumper cables have. And I'm going to show you how a jump starter works and review one that looks like it's going to be a really good one. And that's this one, the AVAPOW A68. So let's take a look at what's inside the box. First thing you see is this big case. It's really sturdy. It's there to hold everything inside and to protect it. So we're going to open that up. It's a zippered case with a handle on it. A little carrying handle. That's nice. So let's open that up. And the first thing we see is the user manual. Put that aside. And a AVAPOW quick guide. Some quick things to look at to refresh your memory about what to do when you're using it. And a little insert from AVAPOW. And underneath this flap is the actual jump starter. And in the back, underneath the netting, are these jumper cables. This is the part that attaches to the actual jump starter. And these are the cables that attach to the negative and positive terminals on the battery that needs jumped. Also in there is a charging cable to charge the jump starter. And one more thing is an adapter that you can plug into the jump starter. And this is used to power anything that would normally plug into your vehicle's cigarette lighter or power outlet. But that's pretty cool. I haven't seen that before with a power adapter. So that's what comes in the case. The A68 also has a built-in handle, so that makes it really easy to carry around. And it's really not very heavy, not too bad at all. It has 6,000 amps peak current, peak charging power, and that's a lot. That's very good, very powerful. It's 12 volts, 6,000 amps. And this will work to jumpstart all passenger vehicles, all cars, all regular SUVs, and also jumpstart up to 12-liter diesel engines. Fully charged, it has enough power to jumpstart a car 50 times. That tells you right there it has a lot of power. It also doubles as a power bank. It's able to charge your phones, your iPads, anything else that can be charged by a USB. And incredibly, with all the power it has, it's rated as a 32,000 milliamp hour charging bank. The biggest charging bank I've ever had was 20,000 milliamp hours, so 32,000 will charge your phone many times over. And it's also good because you can charge 2 devices at one time. The A68 also has 8 built-in protection systems. It has reverse polarity protection, short circuit protection, protects you against high temperature issues, low temperature issues, high voltages, low voltages, timeout, and it also has overload protection. So this is very safe to use when you're jump starting your battery or someone else's. It takes away the potential problem of frying your electronics when jumping a battery. So now let's look at the jump starter's features and the inputs and outputs. This is the power button. You push that to turn on the unit. You use that button also to turn on the flashlight. The Type-C input is where you plug the cord in to charge the jump starter. The 2 USB outputs here are to charge your electronics. The USB 1 is rated at 5 volts, 2.4 amps. The USB 2 output is rated at 5 volts and 3 amps, 9 volts and 2 amps, or 12 volts and 1.5 amps. This is the DC output. You plug the included cord in there, and you can power anything that plugs into a cigarette lighter or power outlet in your car. And on this end is where the jump starter cables plug in. And they can only plug in one way. You can't get that wrong. And to turn the flashlight on, you long press the power button for 3 seconds. And it turns that on. That's a regular flashlight. You push it again and it flashes an SOS signal. Press it one more time and you get a strobe light. You push it again and it turns off. That's all the features. This is how it looks. And now we're going to put it to use. This is the plug-in for the jumper cables. It has indicator lights on it that show you the status of the jump starter. If LC is lit up, that stands for low capacity, and it means you need to charge the jump starter. If HT is lit up, HT stands for high temperature. If you see that, you need to wait 5 minutes before starting the car, just to let the unit cool off. If RC is lit up, that means reverse connection. That means you've put the red clamp on the negative post and the black clamp on the positive post. So it's warning you to correct that. And underneath those 3 warning lights is another light. And the plug-in tells you that if the light is blue, that means the unit is in a standby mode. And after you attach the clamps and the light turns green, then you're ready to do the jump start. So let's plug it in and get it in the standby mode. The plug-in has a cap on that end which you can pull off and pull to the side. And you can see that one side of this plug has a flat end and the other one doesn't. It's all round. So that makes sure you don't plug it in wrong. So we'll push the plug all the way in. That turned the unit on. We're getting a blue standby light. Now we attach it to the battery. So first, of course, find out where your battery's negative and positive terminals are. On the right side here is the negative terminal. On the left side, under this cover, is the positive terminal. So the red jumper cable will go there on that terminal. The black one will go here. And the total length of these cables is about 26 inches. That gives you a little more reach than the cables on a lot of portable jump starters. I'm going to attach the negative cable first. I've got that one on. Now the positive one. And immediately that gave me a green light. Now I'm going to start the car. Okay, and that did it. Started up. So immediately take the cables off. And that was very easy. And as soon as you disconnect the cables from the battery, go ahead and pull the plug out of the jump starter. Because as long as it's plugged in, it's drawing power. So we're going to pull that out. And then you can put it all back in its carrying case. And this AVAPOW jump starter also has a force start button. That button is on the side of the plug-in. And that's something you'll probably have to use if you have a completely dead battery that you're trying to jump. What you would do is attach the cables like normal and then hold that button down for 3 seconds and then start the car. And with a portable jump starter, you need to check the battery level every once in a while. Be sure you check it every 3 months, every 6 months at the latest. And the instruction manual on this one said not to use it unless it has at least 50% of a charge, or 2 lights out of 4 showing. And I thank AVAPOW for reaching out to me and letting me review this and sponsoring this video. And in summary, this is a very good jump starter, very powerful, very easy to use, and very safe. So thanks for watching. Have a great day. Get this jump starter if you want a really good one, and drive safe.